Let's look at some of your concert music.
Playing Overlords and Anasazi, which are at starting.
Alright.
From
Overlords?
yeah, I'm trumpet too, so this is the one.
Okay. Alright, so. Alright, so what are some of the things that are going to give this piece its own style? Like we talked about volume, dynamics. What else is important that would make this song sound not like this song?
Like
Like what if I started it like this? Does that sound like it's in the right style?
it's quiet.
It's too quiet, right?
Yeah.
What about the speed?
That would make like.
How fast have you been playing it in school? Okay, so with that one, it's like I'm talking about this part here. Besides the accents, which we'll get to, you just want to make sure you go. If the tempo is 1, 2, 3, 4. Rash. 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 1. Rash. So you want to actually, you should hear me say rest. So start from, like right there. But I want to hear it like nice and steady. Alright, let's get a good count off first. 1, 2, here we go. 2, 3. 1, 2. Whoop! See, you gotta wait. You gotta let. You have to have all those counts in there. So this. But this is even as like an older player, you know, sometimes I'll play music that's written later and it's real kind of funny rhythms and stuff like that. I will still go in and write the counts because it's better to do that than to be the only one playing at a spot you're not supposed to be playing. Because everyone's going to go, oh, that's what you sound like by yourself. Okay, so we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. So real quick, let's just clap this, because this is easy compared to what we just did, right? Alright, I'll give you 4 counts. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, right? We're going to clap it.
Oh.
Just from there. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, now, did you see how your hand was ready to go there?
Yeah.
Remember I told you, like, if you learn something wrong, you'll have, like, a bad habit of that. So, it's very important that you get used to the fact that there's 3 counts in there. But also, too, did you notice the pattern at all? We got 1 rest here, 2 rests, 3 rests. So that's kind of that's the pattern of it. Let's try to clap it one more time, just so we can get the rhythm on its own. All right, 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, I want you to do it by yourself. 2, 3, 4.
1, 2.
Rest.
3, 4.
Good. Now we're talking. Let's do it on the trumpet. All right. Just start right on it. 1, 2. Here we go. Rest. Rest. Let's one more time. Let's do it really slow though. 1, 2. Here we go. 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Good. So we're going to work on that a little bit more, make sure we get it right. But that's pretty good. Now the only thing that you have to do on top of all that stuff, and this is why I like to break it down into rhythm only. Beyond all that hard counting you have to do with that is the accents. Remember what accent means? Or does it point to the accent? Yep, the little pizza pie looking things. Though that means to just basically hit. What does it look like? Have you ever seen this but like longer?
You have to play louder.
Yeah, you got to give it a bounce. But it kind of looks like this, right?
Yeah.
Except on one note.
Smaller.
So you kind of hit it and get off of it. So that note should always sound a little quieter than the note before it. So let's hear that. Good. Good. Now the only thing with the accents, it does mean loud, but it sort of has like a boom, like you want to like sort of, and then back away from it instead of going. It's more. Hear how it kind of went boom, just like it looks. Good. Yeah, it's a hard thing to do. Good. That was good. But you hear how like it's
That was loud.
Yeah, but it went wah, just exactly like it looks. You start out loud and then you get really quiet because sort of you just cut the air off from it. Good. So that piece is sounding good. Let me hear from.
29.
No, I want to go down a little further because I want to hear you go from piano to forte. Start at this part here. First off, do you hear that tone? You hear how like it doesn't sound any different when I play it. Your tone is right there. You know, it's nice and brassy.
But it sounds lower when I am. Where's that part? Okay, when I go like. It sounds lower.
Yeah. What do you mean? Like.
It sounds like.
Like in volume, or like the lower note.
The lower note, like this note.
It sounds fatter to you. Is that what you mean? Reason being, remember how I said with the D? So every time you're hitting a D there, you're actually a little bit sharp. Remember how when I told you when kids play sharp, it sounds dull? So like I'll go from a C. I'll start really sharp on the C. That sounds horrible, right? Now if I just relax the pitch a little bit. Fattens up, right? So what's happening is on the D, if you want it to fatten up, you got to start throwing out the trigger. Not that far. That'll be hard to deal with. But you would just sort of go. Do you hear the difference?
Yeah.
So you just sort of fling it out and pull it back in. Good. Did you hear how it sounds a little better that way? So that's I think what you're hearing. And I want to hear one last thing and then we're done. I want to hear you go from piano and crescendo, which is that's the crescendo there, the thing that looks like a ramp. See how I started very quiet? It's almost like the buzzing thing where we go. So start here, nice and quiet. For ba. Nice, perfect. Okay, so good. Now that wherever you were playing right there, I would actually think you could probably dial it back a little bit. Reason being, if you have to get louder than that here, because double F, which is called fortissimo, if you're coming from forte and you're already at fortissimo, where are you going to go from there? You're gonna start killing the clarinet players. You're gonna see them at lunch and you're gonna say, "Oh, how was gym class?" They're gonna go, "What? You were playing fortissimo in my ear today." Actually, a lot of players in orchestras have like big problems with that. So if you sit in front of a trumpet player for 30 years, that's like sitting next to a car horn. Sitting in front of a car horn for 30 years. But a lot of them actually have like hearing problems. There's one guy that tried to sue the orchestra because he had lost so much hearing.
Wow.
Yeah, pretty weird, huh? All right, cool.